As promised, I am back with my updated review of the Salvatore Ferragamo studio bag sitting in my lap right now. If you look at my channel, you'll see I did a review back on December 27th. And I had just recently purchased the handbag, and I did an initial unboxing review and showed what I could put in that handbag. So as I indicated in my last video, I would use this handbag for about 2 weeks, work, travel, leisure time, and give an updated review on how it worked in all 3 ways. So once again, this is the Salvatore Ferragamo studio bag released in June of 2018. I heard about this bag and read about this bag on the Purse Blog site, which I have linked in the description of this video. So without further ado, let's go and talk about how this bag performed for the past 2 weeks. I work in a professional setting, and I also travel quite a bit for leisure and work and for my family. I have to say that the name of my channel is the Practical Handbag. And so when I purchase a handbag, I have certain expectations of it. It has to be quote unquote practical. Now, what does that mean? 1, ease of use. It has to be easy to get into and get out of. 2, it has to be versatile. So I should be able to use this bag during the day, during the evening, in a work setting, in a non-work setting, with as many possible types of clothing as I can. So professional clothing, leisure clothing, t-shirts, jeans, all the way up to suits and skirts. And in my life, I wear all kinds of clothing in that way. And another aspect is design. One thing I dislike on handbags is useless design features. So if something is on a handbag, it has to advance its purpose. For example, I looked at a Ricky handbag by Ralph Lauren. It looks fantastic. It just looks great. Anyone who's familiar with that would probably agree with me. And I was seriously considering purchasing it. But I actually, when I got to handling it at the Ralph Lauren store up in Chicago, I realized there was all sorts of straps and belts that I knew I would not be using. So this bag, most of the time, would be kind of flung open, which is fine because you can wear it that way and it looks great. But there was all this other useless stuff on it. These straps I would never use. Holes in the side for the straps to go through that I would never use. So I guess design features. Design features have to be useful and be actually used. I want to use them. So those are the criteria by which I judge a handbag. And obviously, I guess the last one, it has to look good, all right, in the most basic sense of the word. So again, this is the Ferragamo studio bag. I would have to say it passes all of the tests based on those 4 criteria. Usability. Incredibly usable bag. It has lots of space in it. You unlock it here, and it opens. It fits a lot of things. So starting with my occupations, I work in a professional setting. This bag looks great. It goes very well with suits, skirts, heels. I can take this in any professional setting and it looks fantastic. It's not out of place. If I'm more in a jean and t-shirt mode, it really dresses it up. It looks great with just jeans, t-shirts, and flats, and everywhere in between. So this bag goes equally well with most manners of dressing. So it passes with flying colors on that. Ease of use. I find this bag very easy to use. It has lots of space. The lock, it unlatches like that, and then it opens. It opens quite wide, and you can see on the inside exactly what I have in there, and I will take that out here fairly quickly. Another ease of use aspect is this unsnaps. I actually find myself using this more often than I thought I would. So if I'm just going quickly into a grocery store or it's raining outside and I don't want to take my handbag out, I can just put my wallet and my phone and my keys in this little sack, zip it up, and bring it into the grocery store with me. That works really well, and it just snaps back into place. Another useful design feature is this flap here, this zip. What I've discovered is this is the ideal place to store paper. Like, I carry bills around with me, paper, letters, or any paper-based product. But this is where you would put that, and it works perfectly. And it's discreet. So this zip is out of play, is hidden underneath this flap. And another clever design feature is on this lock. So this doesn't necessarily go up, but this goes up with it. So when you open that up, the little Gonzini symbol folds up with it. I just thought that was clever. And then it locks like that. So there's nothing on this bag design-wise that doesn't serve a purpose. And to me, that is a very important aspect of any handbag. Again, this has a shoulder strap. This is not crossbody, and it's right there on the inside, as I discussed in my first video. Now, exactly what is in this bag? You can fit quite a bit in here. What I ended up putting in here, and what actually I ended up doing in this, in the zipper part, I've got keys, and then I've got my tea box. In the body of the bag, I have a headband, I have my hairbrush, I have a pair of my gloves, I have my wallet, I have a checkbook, I have my lavender spray, and I have kind of my all-purpose bag. It also has two inner pockets right there. This pocket is my phone, which is being used to record this right now. I have hand sanitizer on one side and lipstick on the other. So that is the bag itself, and it's very smooth leather. I was up in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and it was snowing out there, and this bag did get wet from the snow, and it wiped right off. There was no spots left over. So the waterproofing is pretty good. This thing would probably have to get pretty wet to leave any spots or to experience any ruination. And then the other part of this is it just looks good. It's got clean lines. There's not a lot of clutter on it. It's a very classic looking bag, which is what I prefer. But it's not too busy. It's got this very nice gold lock on it. It has the gold hardware, and it also has those feet on it as well. So it'll hang down a little bit, and you are meant to see the gold studs at the bottom. So there's a little bit of flash to it, but it doesn't overwhelm it at all. A little bit of flash, but a lot of class. I'd say that is what sums up the Salvatore Ferragamo studio bag. Highly recommend this bag to anybody who wants a bag that looks great in any setting, adds a lot of class, a little bit of flash with the gold. The nice lock certainly adds a lot. And again, every design feature on here is usable. Nothing goes to waste on this bag. So highly recommend this bag. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave any comments in the section below. And with that said, this is definitely a win. I would certainly consider purchasing another one in a different color. I'm looking at a navy blue one right now. But with that being said, this is a great buy. Thanks for watching.